From the beautifully twisted mind of James Gunn comes The Suicide Squad, the quasi-sequel/reboot to David Ayer's failed Suicide Squad, which released back in 2016. Scalping Gunn from Marvel back during the brief time he had been fired by Disney, DC and Warner Brothers sought Gunn's unique style to help breathe new life into the DC Extended Universe. Given the option to direct whatever property he wished, James Gunn elected to revitalize Suicide Squad, which, given his record on Guardians of the Galaxy for Marvel, seemed like a perfect fit. Now, Gunn's take on Task Force X has released, and while twisted, it's not quite beautiful. Seeing the return of Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, Viola Davis as Amanda Waller, and Joel Kinnaman as Rick Flag, alongside newcomers Idris Elba as Bloodsport and John Cena as Peacemaker, with a revolving door of co-stars that includes Sylvester Stallone voicing standout character King Shark, the Suicide Squad's premise is still the same. A group of convicts are offered a pardon in exchange for carrying out an impossible task for their government. Most will die along the way, but any who survive can walk free. The mission this time around concerns something called Project Starfish, with the Suicide Squad tasked with destroying everything related to the project. And this is all the story the movie really offers. Everything else is just an excuse for James Gunn to show off every wacky idea he can come up with. Typically, James Gunn's ideas and antics are a reason to cheer, and the movie does offer up a ton of fun and laughs, but there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. An unrestrained Gunn does give us brilliant moments such as everything surrounding King Shark and hilarious antics involving Polka Dot Man's mother, but the problem is there's never anything to ground the movie again once things go off the rails. With little story and character development, the hijinks sometimes grow tedious. The Suicide Squad is, however, a huge improvement over its predecessor. While there still is not enough development in the film to make me care about any of its characters, they are still better written and more enjoyable to watch than the first movie. The set pieces are well done, with tons of unique action and tons of gore. The movie is a lot of fun. James Gunn just tries to cram way too much into the film. Despite being praised for its uniqueness as a comic book film, the movie honestly does not offer up anything audiences haven't seen before. The R-rated antics and oddball family comedy has been covered by Deadpool and Guardians of the Galaxy already. But what is even worse is, being Gunn's fifth feature-length film, we've also already seen the same macabre humor in his earlier works, Slither and Super, and of course he is the man that directed Guardians. The film is fun because it is James Gunn's humor, and a letdown because it's nothing more. The Suicide Squad ultimately serves no purpose other than being an outlet for James Gunn to do whatever he wants, but without any heart, with no characters to really relate to or root for, and no story worth telling. The bizarre humor only takes the film so far, and even it is sometimes too much. Even still, it's one of the better movies to come from DC. I give The Suicide Squad 2.5 out of 4 stars.